Evocation. While some wizards explore the mysteries of the arcane, evokers are more interested in how hard spells can hit. Evocation magic specializes in shaping elemental force into immediate and high-impact raw power. A wizard who masters this art doesn't just mutter incantations, they summon fire from thin air, unleash thunder on a clear day, and reshape entire battlefields, with spells that are anything but subtle. For many, this is magic at its most explosive, and often its most effective. This school grants access to some of the most iconic spells in the game. Fireball remains the gold standard for controlled devastation, filling a massive area with explosive fire. Lightning Bolt creates a straight line of destruction that can carve through multiple enemies. Magic Missile never misses and deals reliable force damage in tight moments. Cone of Cold is perfect for freezing crowds in place, while Scorching Ray allows for pinpoint blasts in rapid succession. At higher levels, spells like Chain Lightning jump between targets in a flash, and Delayed Blast Fireball offers time-triggered precision for maximum tactical impact. Evokers aren't reckless. Their Sculpt spells feature lets them shape area effects around their allies, maintaining pressure in close quarters without friendly fire. As their command over energy sharpens, their spells become not just powerful, but tailored. What many overlook is that this school also encompasses healing. Spells like Cure Wounds and Heal demonstrate that evocation isn't just about destruction. It can also restore if the caster chooses to do so. In most armies, evokers serve as the magical front line. They're the ones who break sieges and clear cities. Some act as elite guards, using radiant blasts to end conflicts before they escalate. Others go solo, providing firepower wherever it's needed most. Abjuration. While evokers might be the ones lighting the match, it's the abjurers who are ready with the fire blanket. Wizards who specialize in this school don't aim to reshape the world. They make sure it doesn't fall apart. Their magic protects, contains, and cancels. It's the quiet force that stops a curse mid-sentence, seals a planar rift before anything crawls through, or blocks a spell so completely it's as if it never existed. This school offers some of the most practical and often overlooked tools in a wizard's arsenal. Shield snaps into place at the last second, turning a near hit into a harmless miss. Counterspell interrupts a cast mid-thought, erasing the threat before it ever manifests. Dispel Magic cleans up lingering enchantments or hostile effects. Then there's Protection from Evil and Good, which wards against extraplanar influence, and Anti-Magic Field, which strips entire areas of magical interference. An abjurer's strength comes from stability. The arcane ward they generate early on acts as a buffer, absorbing harm before it ever touches them. As their power grows, they learn how to banish outsiders with precision and suppress ongoing magical forces that would otherwise dominate a fight. They often take on roles that few others are trusted with. Some act as magical guardians in palaces or arcane libraries, while others are stationed near rifts or artifacts that could tear reality apart if left unchecked. Conjuration. Why cross the battlefield when you can summon a creature from another realm to do the heavy lifting for you? Conjuration magic is all about creation and pulling things from thin air right where they're needed. A conjurer sees space as something that can be bent and shaped, slipping through it or even folding it up entirely. The spellbook of this school is like a treasure trove of inventive shortcuts. Misty Step allows the caster to blink through physical barriers with just a thought. Dimension Door makes repositioning allies feel as easy as folding a map. Teleport skips the whole travel process, enabling a conjurer to leap across continents in mere seconds. In combat, Summon Elemental calls forth dynamic forces to draw attention and absorb damage, while Mage Hand enhances exploration, letting the caster interact with their surroundings without putting themselves in harm's way. Then there are the creation spells. Useful items, structures, or clouds of fog crafted from pure arcane energy. At the highest levels, conjurers can rip open temporary rifts between planes, stepping into or pulling things from realms. that most mortals will never see. These wizards excel in situations where control is more crucial than sheer destruction. One might rescue a comrade from a collapsing bridge, while another sends a summoned creature behind enemy lines. Conjurers often find themselves as problem solvers in planar research, elite logistics, or high-stakes recovery missions. Some act as magical couriers, while others establish arcane travel networks that keep cities and kingdoms interconnected. Illusion. Why play by the rules when you can trick the dragon into thinking it has already lost? Illusion magic is all about reshaping beliefs rather than altering reality. An illusionist doesn't need brute strength. They simply shift what others perceive until their version of events becomes the only one that counts. A talented illusionist can make someone question their own senses, misinterpret the battlefield, or even remember things that never actually happened. Some illusions are grand and shared, while others are subtle whispers that slip directly into the mind. The spells from this school twist what people expect to see or hear. Minor illusion creates harmless distractions. Invisibility makes someone completely undetectable, and phantasmal force inflicts damage from a threat that only the target can perceive. More advanced spells like Mislead and Weird don't just conceal the caster, they bombard their victims with sensory chaos or fear, turning illusion into a weapon without shedding a drop of blood. Their abilities allow them to project false images of themselves, disguise the true nature of objects, or conjure convincing replicas of things that shouldn't be trusted. In the right hands, a single illusion can sway the outcome of a battle. Outside of combat, illusionists navigate a delicate path. Some are hailed as brilliant performers or visionary mages, while others slip into the shadows of spy networks, covert operations, or criminal circles where deception reigns supreme. Divination. Why worry about the future when you can edit it before it happens? Divination magic is the art of knowing more than you're supposed to. Wizards who study this school spot danger before it strikes and make choices with information no one else could possibly have. Where others prepare spells, diviners prepare outcomes. This discipline sharpens awareness in ways both subtle and profound. The spell, Identify, reveals what a magical item can do without the risks of trial and error. Comprehend languages turns forgotten scripts into clear instructions. Detect magic highlights invisible traces of arcane residue. Scrying grants a distant window into someone else's present, while clairvoyance plants a temporary sensor in places the caster can't otherwise reach. Higher-level options like true seeing cut through illusions, and foresight grants a constant edge against whatever's coming next. They use portent to rewrite roles that haven't happened yet, nudging events toward better outcomes. They don't rush in. They arrive with the answer already in hand. In most societies, diviners are trusted advisors. They're consulted before wars break out, brought in to read celestial alignments, or employed by inquisitors looking to pierce through deception. Enchantment. Why burn down a fortress when you can convince the guards they built it for you? Enchantment magic transforms influence into a true art. Wizards who focus on this school, known as enchanters, skillfully reshape thoughts, ease resistance, and guide minds into action without ever lifting a finger. Take spells like Charm Person, for instance. They subtly adjust a creature's attitude without it even realizing the shift. Suggestion plants an idea that feels completely natural, steering actions without any overt force. Calm emotions helps to ease tensions in heated moments, while Hold Monster can freeze a threat in its tracks. Enchanters truly excel in the moments before a conflict erupts or when a single word can resolve things faster than any weapon. With instinctive charm, they can redirect aggression toward another target right when it counts. Split enchantment enables them to influence multiple targets simultaneously, giving them a significant advantage in larger battles. At the pinnacle of their abilities, enchanters wield Dominate Person to take full control, compelling a mind to obey while it remains painfully aware of its own powerlessness. In the broader world, enchanters navigate a delicate path. Some act as negotiators in high-stakes diplomatic situations, while others blend into courts and guilds, working from the shadows as kings and generals unwittingly execute their plans. Transmutation. Why stick to the rules when you can quietly rewrite them? One law of nature at a time. Transmutation magic reshapes what already exists. Flesh turns to clay. Stone softens at a mere touch. Wounds heal at an astonishing rate, and fierce predators become gentle and timid. The power that comes from this school is subtle yet significant. The spell polymorph allows the caster to transform a creature from the inside out. Haste pushes the body beyond its limits, blurring the line between speed and strain. Stone shape lets the terrain be reshaped mid-step, forcing enemies into blind corners or out of their hiding spots. With telekinesis, a transmuter exerts their will directly on lifting, holding, or discarding anything that resists. Some spells tweak minor traits, making something faster, lighter, stronger, or tougher to break. Others, like true polymorph, completely erase identity, leaving nothing of what once was. When the battlefield becomes too perilous, they reshape it into something manageable. If their allies start to falter, they bolster their footing or buy time with precise adjustments. The transmuter's stone provides unnatural resilience or speed with quiet efficiency. Transmuters are often regarded as visionaries, craftspeople of flesh, steel, and stone. In places like Lantan or Gnomish enclaves, they are celebrated for their inventions, while in other realms, they are seen as miracle workers until their improvements go too far. Necromancy. Why chase immortality when you can outsource your death to someone already dead? Necromancy magic manipulates life at its most fragile point. Wizards who follow this path work with dark forces that most would rather avoid. Vitality, decay, and that strange, eerie space in between. Necromancers can drain energy from the living, extend their own survival, command the dead, or even cheat death itself. While some use these abilities to heal or preserve, others lean fully into the darker potential of raising corpses to serve them. Their signature spells give them a range of unsettling options. Chill Touch weakens and disrupts healing. Vampiric Touch steals strength through contact. Animate Dead and Finger of Death produced undead servants, either from nearby remains or through sheer necrotic force. More restorative spells like Raise Dead bring fallen allies back to life. Even spells that stabilize bodies or delay decay serve a purpose in battlefields and crypts alike. With Grim Harvest, they heal from the death they cause. Their minions tie up the field, absorbing hits and maintaining pressure, while the caster drains strength from a distance. Over time, their undead forces grow more durable and obedient, shifting their role from subtle controller to grim tactician surrounded by a wall of animated corpses. Outside the dungeon, necromancers are watched closely. In some cities, their work is banned outright. In others, they serve openly, but only in wartime or plague zones where few want to do what must be done. And this concludes our video for today. If you've enjoyed it, let me know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.